what so many people struggle with: setting boundaries. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Rapid Subconscious Reprogramming Community, another live session. I'm Tommy Walker, the mind engineer. I want to share a little bit more. Why is it that so many people struggle with setting boundaries? What is going on in the mind and the behaviors that we are showing that a lot of people want to change and are not being able to? So today we're going to talk about setting boundaries. So thank you very much for being here again. If you're watching live, if you can type hashtag live. If you're watching replay, hashtag replay, so that we know that you're around. If you're watching on YouTube, if you want to follow for more of this information, it's great. The more you share, the more people get to see this. And the idea is to share how the mind works, to be able to start bringing changes in a much easier way. So thank you again. Welcome back. Thank you, Alexa. Thank you, Suzanne, for being here. Let's talk about setting boundaries. So one of the first things we need to understand that most people are asking the wrong questions. And what do I mean with that? Instead of, saying like, what should I do to be able to set boundaries? What should I do to change? What should I do to do this or that? The first question we need to ask is, what is the benefit behind not setting boundaries? Yes, there is always a benefit behind every single behavior. So when we're not setting boundaries, most of the times it has to do with kind of people pleasing. When somebody walks all over me, when I'm not able to speak up, what it's saying is that I'm scared of what is the reaction, the behavior the other person might present when I set boundaries. Imagine that a person asks me to do something and I don't want to do it. But instead of speaking up, being able to set a boundary, I just go do it. And that's what we normally call people pleasing. So again, what is the benefit of this behavior? If I'm able to see that part of me in a more loving way, trying to understand why that part of me is doing what it's doing is going to make it much easier to be able to change. Hey, Mike, thank you for stopping by, you too. So if I'm falling into people pleasing, why is it that I'm doing that? What did I get as a little kid as a benefit from people pleasing? It could have been normally love and acceptance. If I set a boundary, if I don't speak up, right, is going to avoid me from getting into problems. So the idea, we start learning how to keep things to ourselves. So if somebody is not treating us in a good way, we tend to shut up and let it happen, because what if they walk away? What if they get angry? What if they treat us more like this? And we end up shutting ourselves down, not speaking up, not setting boundaries, because again, the pain of being rejected is stronger. Listen to this. The pain of being rejected is stronger than the pain of whatever is happening. So imagine again, somebody's asking me for something and I don't want to do it, and I still go do it. The pain of doing it is less than the pain of being rejected by the other person. If I speak up and say, you know what, I don't want to do this. You know what, how you're treating me, I'm not going to put up to this anymore. You asked for this and I don't want to do it, or whatever. Even if maybe in a more loving way, say like, you know what, today I'm not going to be able to do this that you're asking for. You're going to have to find somebody else to do it for you, or whatever, right? But again, if I get rejected by the other person, if the other person judges, criticizes me, rejects me because I spoke up, the pain of rejection most of the times is higher than the pain of not listening to myself, of keeping things to myself, not setting boundaries. So in most cases, it has to do because of a lack of love and acceptance. Somebody is not feeling love and accepted, so they end up doing what others ask: don't set boundaries, let people walk all over them, and things like that, because of the lack of love and acceptance. So the idea, so this work, rapid subconscious reprogramming, is based on learning how to love and accept ourselves. That means also loving and accepting the parts of us that are not behaving in the way that we would like them to behave. Because again, the part of me that is behaving the way that is behaving created that behavior out of a lack of love and acceptance. As it didn't feel loved and accepted growing up, it might have created this not speaking up, not setting boundaries, people pleasing as a way to try to receive some type of love and acceptance. Because if I do what others ask me to, if I let people walk all over me, maybe I might be able to feel some love and acceptance. So as a protective mechanism, I created that behavior. So when I judge, criticize, and reject that behavior, if I push myself, if I treat myself badly because I'm behaving like that, what I'm doing is I'm creating more of it. Why? Because again, that part of me needed love and acceptance in the beginning, in the first place. It didn't get it, so it started creating behaviors. Those behaviors are now what you're seeing as not setting boundaries, not speaking up, or people pleasing. So we need to work on identifying those behaviors, loving and accepting them, understanding them, seeing the benefit behind that behavior. Because as we love and accept ourselves, what's going to happen is that behavior is going to start dissolving. Because when I feel loved and accepted, I don't care if somebody else loves me and accepts me only under their own rules, because that's the problem, people. When somebody, I feel or think, or even it has happened in the past, that I spoke up, I said that I support this guy or Biden or Trump, and somebody, got triggered and now stopped talking to me because I am supporting somebody else that they don't support. That talks more about them than about me. If they're trying to walk all over me, that talks about them, not about me. If they are being disrespectful, that talks about them, not about me. So when I feel more love and acceptance, I don't need to put up with crap, but not from a place of getting so tired that I get defensive and now I don't let anybody close because I don't want to get hurt. I don't want people walking over me. I don't want to deal with boundaries. So I push people away so I don't need to deal with boundaries. That is more from a hurting place. But when I'm able to love and accept, and I practice this, as I love and accept myself, first of all, I don't need to push people away because I can have them close and I can talk, I can speak up, I can set boundaries whenever I feel it's needed, no matter what they're going to do, what they're going to think about me or say about me, because that is on them, not on me. So the more I do this work, the more I understand how the mind works, is going to make it much easier to be able to dissolve whatever behavior that I'm manifesting from a place of normally lack of love and acceptance. So what I need, again, I'm going to say it one more time. I need love and acceptance. I need to love and accept every single part of me to be able to start making changes. So it's a process. I'm not saying it's easy, but it is the most effective way. Whatever else you're doing, pushing yourself, kicking yourself, judging yourself, rejecting yourself, you're creating more pain. As you create more pain, unfortunately, you're going to end up with, or as I said, pushing people away, overreacting in some moments. That the overreaction comes from the, stacking inside of you the pain of not doing anything, not speaking up till you're, up to your eyes of holding back, and then you react, but then you hurt yourself and you might push people away. I rather work on love and acceptance of every part of me, come from a loving place to be able to set much more healthy boundaries without needing to overreact or push people away. So thank you very much. I hope that makes sense. Hey, Barry, you can jump on Zoom. I'll send you the link in a second to join us on Zoom. You're part of the paid community, so if you want to join. Everybody else, if you're watching, tell me down here in the comments if you enjoyed this, if you like this on social media, so that I know. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll try to maybe cover a next topic about something that you might be interested in. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and have a great week. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.